Guys, boys, girl, ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. iKeysRacing here, Marco speaking from Italy. Welcome to the 5th episode of The Cheater. We are ready to save the game after the French Grand Prix. And what else? The car is already refitted with the best part, but not with the banned one. And so we can go to the next race that will happen on Silverstone, our home soil. So let's see what can bring this Grand Prix. Let's load our beloved Silverstone Dry, used many times in our testing sessions, and let's go on track. Okay, let's wait also the second driver. Okay, it's here. Car setup, all perfect. Car setup advice, all perfect. Let's jump to the qualification. Let's change also. Let's use old tires. We should have a decent margin. Okay. I do not find the car. Yes. Oh, Demon Hill very quick. But as you can see, we are quite fast. Okay, and this time the first driver for 3 cents, 35 cents. He's quicker than his teammate leader of the championship. Let's see the end of the session. Not bad to have 6 seconds, more than 6 seconds of advantage in our home track. Let's wait. Okay. Wow, we have excluded everybody. Massive. But I think that the last 3, there will be just for the last 3 or 4 an exclusion. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Fine. So we can jump the warm-up. This will be the usual grid seen this year. Hill, Salesi, Newhouse, Schumacher, Berger, Irvine, Hakkinen, Coulthard, top 10. Fine. The first driver is asking for 3 pit stops, the second driver is asking for 2 pit stops. I would say, this time I would copy the strategy. So do exactly the same and just give 1 single lap of difference. So driver number 1, 20 laps on board, stops at lap 18, then 38. Driver number 2, 19 laps, stops at laps 17 and 37, then we'll go to the end. Let's see if it is possible. Yes, because we have 24 laps of fuel capacity. So let's pace himself, done. Let's pace himself, done. We can start the race. Let's jump the starting alignment because I want to try 4 races in this video. So I will be not very talkative outside some huge issue. Okay, let's do the first pit stop with driver number 2. Let's load all the maximum fuel and go. 11.2, 11.1. Let's see the others how are facing. Yes, we are still the slowest pit stop team around. up to the end, 24, okay, let's hope it will be enough. Okay, another win, 2 wins in a row for driver number 1, followed by his teammate, and again Damon Hill third. Another appearance of sponsors on the Williams. As you can see, the Williams is the best team basically on the field, on the grid, and just around half season starts to have many sponsors on the chassis. That being said, let's go to the next passage. So let's see if any famous driver and important driver was retired. No. 3 laps of advantage over Damon Hill, and over Williams and Ferrari and Benetton 4 laps. Not bad. Another 4 points gained by driver number 1. 10 points scored versus 6 points scored, arriving second for the championship leader. And now we are 11 points divided by the 2, and maybe we cannot declare the win over the constructor championship, but we are very close. So another 9% of the chassis that we are going to look at. Another 175k for winning everything. That's good. Another thing for the FIA is Fortwo 1000 can be used for the transmission. So we had to test the new transmission before having some surprises, so we can replace best parts and this Fortwo 1000. So they are going down in the usage of the transmission. Perfect. And we have to test it. So unluckily we will have to lose a bit of time. We avoid to replace the external parts this time. So let's go to test. Yes, car setup should be already the one we had for Silverstone dry. Copy plans to all, and let's start the test with a full race distance. Tired. Okay, let's go again. Okay, let's go again. Let's try another shot. Okay, nothing more specific, so with 61 laps, let's go on car improvement. Okay, so we can try also car performances. Okay, let's go again. Let's go again. Okay, car performances has improved. Now we switch to the third driver, but I wanted to test this one. Okay, and we can try again 61 laps as per each race. Let's go to 100. At the end is not a problem to split laps here and then. Okay, let's test again. Come on, let's test again. No. Okay, another one, the last one. Result looks good, fine. So we can go back to the factory, save the game. Best parts, but not the 4-track. How is spelled? 4 tracks. Okay. Second car must be refitted, third car must be refitted. Let's go to external. Okay, let's race the Hockenheim ring. I do not remember if I have this car set up, to be honest. Germany dry, yes. Copy plans to all, fine. Let's have a quick feedback just to be sure to have everything in place. The rear wing is too high, okay. Perfect. So we can drop maybe 2 steps, and let's bring again the driver number 1 to see if is enough or not the change made. We are anyway dominant. Nice. Okay, we have to go down again, and this time we bring the other car to do 5 laps, and let's see if the feedback is good or not. This is the old Hockenheim ring used until 2000 for what I remember. It had long straights here and there with top speeds higher than Monza for what I remember. Okay, so let's start to risk to have this strange behavior, because sometimes when you drop too much the rear wing, generally speaking, even the best driver starts to spin, and very often to spin off. Let's try again and again. I was thinking that the setup was good enough, but does not look to be so. I fear we are going to risk to spin the car. Let's try another shot, hoping for the best. Let's call the car to the box. Still too high. I don't know, I fear that if I do this with, generally speaking, the front wing is lower than the rear one. This time looks, I don't know, sounds strange to me. Maybe it's just a question of, a matter of this particular track. Let's see the feedback. Still too high. Okay, let's go down. And let's try with the other teammate. Sorry, but if you want to win, you have to get the perfect setup when the driver says it's all perfect. Because it's not something is happening now, I will cut the video, but the aim of this long practice session is just to find the right rear wing setup. Okay, so because the session has ended and we went down with this strange level of wings, I start to save it, hoping it will be not a mistake, so we can start to use a set of used tires with one driver. If he doesn't spin off, we do the same tentative with the other. We are not so quick, huh? And let's try also a new set of tires, just if it is that the main issue. Okay, maybe now is the right choice. Let's wait driver number 1 to go back to the pit to have a feedback, just in case. So with one touch should be enough for both of them. And let's have also a new set of tires. Okay, the rest will be tested in the warm-up. At least we have achieved the pole position and the front row with almost 2 identical lap times. So let's see Lamy and the 240s out of this race. Let's try with 22 and 10 if will be enough. Generally speaking, 3 to 4 laps of test are more than enough. Okay, let's go down and let's go out with the other driver. It's too high, so let's down. So as you can see, they are looking for a minimum difference between the front and the rear. My suggestion would be to go down by 2 steps each time, 2 points, down or up. Never do a sort of crazy changes. Okay, so we are here with the pre-race scenario. The other driver will stop quite early, so for 12 laps 27, 15 laps 30. Okay, let's try it. We have paced them fine. Let's go. So because we are going to stop at lap 12 and lap 15, I think the second driver will try to do a sort of cutoff. Sorry, it's not cutoff, the real way to say it. I don't remember the usual one in the real race of Formula 1. I don't remember, sorry. Will come to my mind in the next episode, maybe. Okay, so now to the end, with 14 laps still to do. Anticipating the 2 pit stops didn't pay out for driver number 2. Maybe is risking to lose 4 points again in the driver ranking championship in favor of driver number 1. Even if this time they have arrived very close, but now from 1 second to 9. So again, third victory in a row for driver number 1, followed by his teammate and another Williams, this time with John Newhouse, Jacques Villeneuve. Let's see the others. Hill 4th, Schumacher 5th, Alesi 6th, Hakkinen, Coulthard, Irvine, Barrichello closing the top 10. Fine. Okay, let's see retirements. Any famous? Yes, Gerald Berger, Benetton with a collision and nothing else. The first Williams arrived 2 laps down. Okay, so we are here, 7 points dividing the 2 teammates, with the third victory in a row as set for driver number 1. Constructor Championship, very likely to be won in a couple of races. Now we'll do the calculation, but I think that we should retire basically at every race to allow in 4 races Williams, in 5 or 6 races, to gain 100 points. So we can almost celebrate the Constructor Championship. We have finished the car chassis. I've not checked it again. $175k, 3 races in a row. As soon as the driver number 2 started to talk on papers, on magazines, to leave the team, he started to basically lose performances. So for what I see here, there's nothing different for him, but anyway, the morale still 5 stars, but I see that he's losing his initial momentum, and at this point of the season we have equal wins more pole positions for driver number 1, more fastest laps, and unluckily he missed what was the Montreal Grand Prix, I don't remember. Anyway, he has a 1 point finishes less. So that's it. Let's go to fit best part for both cars. Maybe we can keep them. Let's go to merchandise, because I'm sure I've lost the momentum on some items, despite we are not selling anything. Let's go to see then the finance, but as you can see, you can risk to spend 200k in a sort of third of a season if you make them, produce them, but don't sell them. Anyway, no problem. The interest of sponsors is just coming from the cheapest one. We'll save, perfect. And profit and losses through all the year. As you can see, we are surviving with 1.7 million, but already spent 25k. So if it wasn't for the for the IAMACHEAT code, it would be really a mess, and we would have finished the 20 millions in our bank account, and we would have needed to sell buildings or ask for a loan from the bank. Anyway, we don't lose more time than this, just do the best that we can, also for new parts outside. And let's go to race the Hungaroring Grand Prix. Let's hope this time to have the correct setup from scratch. Okay, let's start with the first driver, get the feedback, and then make a run also the second driver. Perfect. So we can copy plans everywhere, switch to the second driver, give him a try. Not a huge advantage over Damon Hill. Okay, we can go on with this and jump to qualification. So let's have a fresh set of tires for both. We need testing. Given the it's just a new house, Villeneuve, to be so quick. The others are just far away. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've not recalled back the two cars. What an idiot. And we have lost also the pole position, because Martin Brundle with the Jordan, wow, for the first time in the history of Jordan, the first pole position for the team was back in 1994, with Rubens Barrichello scoring the pole position at the Spa-Francorchamps Belgium Grand Prix with the Jordan Hart, after a wet qualification session turned out to be dry at the end. He did the pole position. Okay, I was not using this automated self pit stop, so I did a mess basically. Anyway, we are second and third with a tiny margin over Newhouse Williams and Martin Brundle Jordan. The others are quite in trouble, just 3 cars not allowed, so we can jump the warm-up and celebrate Martin Brundle, the great quick British driver. Then Asdenberger, Irvine, Hakkinen, Schumacher, Herbert, Coulthard closing the top 10. Okay, so here we are using the automated pit stop setup. Yes, so 21, 3 pit stop. I would copy the strategy. So 23:48. Okay, so pace already done. Fine. Let's go and let's see what we can achieve with this silly qualification scenario, where we have lost the possibility to start from the front row and so gain advantage over the others. Brundle will do maybe a sort of block mode if he is not on 3 pit stops. So there's no hope to pass a British driver of the Jordan. Let's wait and see if he will do 3 pit stops or just 2. This would be an occasion to be quick in the pit stop to gain advantage. Okay, let's see. Maybe for this race it's better to see this, because we are not in the high ranking today. From a pure lap pit stop time, we're quite far. From a lap time we are very far from the others, but we haven't had free track, so we are 9th with the second driver and 5th with the first driver, waiting for lap 47. We are stuck behind Coulthard. Yes, this could be a moment where to tell a driver, pass the one you have in front. We can try it, but I don't want to ruin the race of my drivers, so we'll stay with this. Or at least we can say this do or die possibility to see if he passes Alesi. No, finished 10th. So he will just pace himself and waiting it for the pit stop. Okay. And maybe we will need a splash and go. 31 suggested. I don't know. We will see. So driver number 1 arrived 4th so far, 5th, 8th after the pit stop. Oh, it will be difficult. We are almost 2 laps down. Wow. Let's try to force the second driver to pass some car. Retired IKR2. Wow, what happened? I've asked him to push too much, I think. Where is the classification? The other one? Oh, I don't know if it is for a retirement or because I've asked him to push too much. So he's not losing the lead of the championship, but if our first driver will end the race 3rd, will be 3 points far from the teammate leading the championship. So we have Schumacher, Newhouse and our driver number 1 on podium. Let's see the others. Berger, Hill, Irvine closing the top 6 within points. Okay, here we are. What is it? A tire burst. So maybe I have asked too much to him to do a sort of effort, too much pushed, and he basically ruined tires. That's because I would suggest always anyway to pace automatically all the drivers you have to manage, so at least you don't risk to put them in a difficult condition. And just Hakkinen was the other important retirement. So we have the first victory for the Ferrari of Schumacher today, followed by John Newhouse, Williams, us with iKeysRacing team, Berger, Benetton, Williams, Damon Hill, Ferrari, Eddie Irvine, for a championship that says 3 points of difference between the two, and I can almost say we have won the Constructor Championship. Let's go to check it. There is a CEO of Xavia Oil Co. They're proposing still 16k, not a great deal. Just 45k for the third placement. Again, the FIA is passing the following rule changes: gearbox up to blah blah blah, vanes up to blah blah blah. Okay, Schumacher first win. Okay, so because I'm close to 50 minutes of recording, I would cut the video here, if you don't mind, and just explain this, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 races and a test to do to try all the new parts that FIA has ruled out. I would cut here the video, give you the appointment for a longer, maybe episode number 6, starting from a test for new parts and 4 races in a row. But because the maximum point for constructor is 16 per each race and we just have 4 races to go, I think we have won the constructor championship. I don't know why there isn't the formal official message from the FIA, but for what I see, if we consider 16 4 times, is 64 total points, if I'm not wrong. Yes, and with 64 points, even Williams, if should won 4 races in a row, doing first, second, etc., will arrive to 125. So maybe we have won from the previous race. We already had won the constructor championship. Sorry, I've not checked, but just to give you a sort of confirmation that when you play at the easiest level with a lot of money, you basically are capable to do whatever you want and to win everything. I mean, I will conclude the season, but it's not really, how to say, a sort of difficult task to achieve if you play this way. So I would say after this change I made, the car is going up to 611 kilograms instead of 6 or 7 like was before. This is the car number 3 without the modifications, but anyway I'm going to do it just because we have a lot of money. So now all the 3 cars are 611 kilograms, so they all have for the test the possibility to use the new parts. And at this point I would say I do the test now, very quickly. So the last episode will be just the final 4 races in a row. Okay, as you can see we have moved from 123 to 121, so the same more or less performance we had in the previous test, but was needed to be done with the new parts. Instead, if you don't improve and don't develop this way, you risk to have brakes failures, you risk to have a car underperforming, etc. So let's do it once more, and then we will switch to driver number 3 with car performances. Okay, because it has improved, we can try pit stops just to test it a bit. Okay, fine. So we have made also the test. We can go back to the factory, fit with best part but not with the banned one, and remember to do this always when you are in the factory. Don't wait to be on a race day, because you risk to not have enough time or parts for your car. Fine, we save it. Thank you for watching. See you in the 6th and maybe last episode of the race of the season, to finish Spa, Monza, Estoril and Suzuka, and then we will celebrate properly. So that's it for the moment. Thank you again to all of you for watching and clicking the like button. You are more than welcomed, and just wish you the best time for you and for your beloved. And if you don't know what to do, as always, stay home, stay safe, stay racing. From Italy, from Marco. Ciao, bye bye.